Nicola, what happened?
Lady Lakshmi was right. He knew.
I'll get you out of here. Come on.
He's still in there. Oh, it's too late. There's nothing we can do.
There's still something I must do.
So I believe that chapter 16 is the final chapter. Brother, let us embrace. I imagine Lucan's gonna be involved, and this is gonna be painful.
Alistair!
I knew you would return, brother.
Come out of the shadows, damn you!
You and I, we are not that different. I do what I must to protect my kind. We fight only for our right to live.
That's a lie!
One day, perhaps, you will understand. Forgive me, Grayson. This is not the outcome I sought.
Sure it isn't. I don't know if we want that. Okay. Oh shit, this thing. Ooh. Come on. Ooh. Whoa! Whoa, like that. Damn it. Go on him, go on him. Come on.
I've lived too long to not know this day would come.
Why, Alistair? You were forced outside all these years.
I've seen things I am condemned to remember. Civilizations born and destroyed by humanity's incessant greed. The pride of men slaughtering each other in the name of their so-called God.
We will atone for our sins in time. But how can you justify the atrocities your kind have committed?
My kind are no more evil than yours.
What of your sister? And your father? Was it all a lie?
Izzy, my father. I loved them as my own blood. But they cannot begin to know the curse I have lived with. My
Oh, that's him. Thought that was his sister.
Father, forgive me.
It is I who needs your forgiveness.
He's gonna end it.
I never meant this life for you.
You knew.
What?
I've always known. I rescued him from the massacre of his family.
That's probably why I gave the name too.
Your father
Oh, maybe not.
died by my sword. But a child? You didn't deserve such a fate. How could I have taken the life of an innocent?
Confess this to the Council, Lord Chancellor. It is the only way to make amends for the havoc that has been unleashed.
I cannot!
Whoa.
The revelation would shake our order to its very foundations.
So I am to be sacrificed. How many more must die to ensure an eternal silence?
He is my son. I cannot be the one to end his life.
I wonder if Izzy will show up.
Isabeau and the Council must never discover the truth, lest all you hold dear perish.
Do not ask this of me.
Henceforth, you shall have fellowship with no knights. The Order must remain united. You are no longer one of its heralds. Finish what you have begun and vanish! Men were never meant to live this life.
There shall come a day when all our burdens will end, brother. Maybe then we shall know true peace.
Oh, really? Do we have a choice? I'm guessing no. Oh. I don't doing. Oh God. I know it's the right thing. He's just helpless though. I feel terrible. Even though he tried to kill me. Yep. Here you go. Interesting. Okay. Wow. I don't know why that happened. Interesting. So The Order. Let's talk, shall we? First things first. Yeah, it was shorter, but I wouldn't classify this game as short. All the kind of early reviews about this game being super short. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that as much. It might be skewed by the number of videos I did. I think this is going to be like video number 10. So, to be honest, yeah, it looks shorter on paper, but I was doing really long episodes, like sometimes upwards of an hour. And I was doing that because I wanted to go through this game and I wanted to experience it myself to provide kind of my own thoughts on it. And you know what? There's some things that I really enjoyed, but there are some things that obviously they could have been done better. The visuals, I don't think anybody can debate whether or not that was done well. Also, there was like, I didn't get any glitches. Like everything was like super smooth. Animations were fantastic. There was no like... no visual glitches, no gameplay glitches, everything glitches. Everything was super polished and ran incredibly smoothly. I thought that was done very well. Like this rivals most of the games on PC right now. Sure, there's the 30 frames per second thing. But you know what? That doesn't bother me, to be honest. And maybe I'm not a hardcore PC guy or something, but you know, playing 99% of my games on PC, I didn't really even... Like, it didn't bother me that it was only 30 frames a second. Gameplay-wise, it was a little bit repetitive. Like, you'd go and there'd be, like, a barrage of enemies. Like, I remember the one that really stands out was the first, like, courtyard scene. It was just, like, enemy after enemy after enemy after enemy. Like, there was, like, 40 guys. And I felt like you kind of run into those patterns of... like, standoffs throughout the game. There were multiple times where there's, like, so many enemies where you couldn't really progress and you just had to stay in a spot or jump around in a spot. Like the last one in the cellar there, just under where we found Nicola. So combat-wise, though, like it was fun. The guns were cool. There was a lot of variety in weapons. The gunplay felt pretty good, but it just I don't know if it was environmental based or if it just was the fact that the enemies just kind of swarmed at you that gave me this feeling where it's like we didn't get to kind of utilize that gameplay to its full potential. Story-wise, it's kind of cliche, right? It's interesting that we don't really know more about Izzy, which it's kind of disappointing because there was obviously something between Galahad and her. The brother we killed, the father, he's like, well, you're out of the order, but I can't kill my own son. He's kind of a coward and mostly an asshole. But it reminded me, this might sound bad, but it reminded me very much of like Ubisoft's story. Like I kept getting almost Tomb Raider vibes from this game, and perhaps it was because like Tomb Raider's story was interesting, but it wasn't mind-blowing, you know? But I wanted to experience it for myself. And what I thought was really cool is I liked how we started in the prison at the beginning. I wasn't exactly sure how we were going to get there. Towards the end, once we started meeting up with the rebels a bit more, I could kind of start to piece together where that was going to lead. But it was interesting because there were still a couple of twists and turns.
The whole of London is looking for you. We mustn't delay.
What?
Sir Galahad, can you hear me?
December 21st.
Sir Galahad.
Be at ease, Nicola. All is fine.
So you say, my friend. The council has declared martial law throughout the city. There is no telling when the authorities will decide to mount an offensive. Now is not the time for heroics. I would advise we follow Lady Lakshmi's lead and leave the city.
I'll join you shortly. And don't you know, I'm Galahad no more.
Because that would have been his, well, I don't know. Would that have been his knighted name? Huh. But yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that. That kind of sets up the potential for a sequel for sure. And I think that was one of the big criticisms. A lot of people said that this game could have just been like a prequel. One of the other criticisms was it was a tech demo, and like I can see that because it was heavily cinematic based, and then you'd kind of break out of that for a second, go shoot some guys, go back to some cinematics. But holy shit, even outside of the cinematics, it looked amazing. right? Just imagine what this engine could do, and if you infuse, like, let's set it this way. Let's imagine if you combine this engine with a great story, and like you actually use the gameplay potential to its full potential. That would be mind-blowing. That would be really amazing. But I think for, you know, an in-house engine and a first attempt, this was really cool. It was a new IP, and I didn't have the hate on it that so many other people did. So I don't know what to tell you. But at the end of the day, there's definitely some downfalls, and you know, the story, it doesn't close everything up. It was okay. It was kind of cliche. I have to say though, the environments were pretty cool. Like on the Agamemnon, when you're rappelling down, that was just like stunning. And then inside the Agamemnon was also cool. And then when the Agamemnon blew up, like that was also cool. Everything looked just amazing, and like the environment that was created, I think, was well done. But it's not without its faults, for sure. So, was it the best game I ever played? No. Was it a game that I would buy? Probably not. Probably not. But it's a good borrow, like, because there's nothing I can do now. So I've played it, I set it aside. That's cool. I don't always need multiplayer, but there's no incentive for me to go through it again. So I don't know. It was cool though. And I really liked how they infused like Nikola Tesla and some other like real elements of the time. But obviously it was way ahead of the time, like an alternate reality version. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Thanks guys for watching. I know that a lot of you guys were like not into it, which is cool. Don't mind at all. I wanted to play it for myself, and I think that I'm quite happy that I did play it for myself, so I have my own opinions of it, and I don't have to regurgitate what other people have said in reviews and the like. So, thank you guys very much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.